Something unexpected is happening in Atlanta. Behind the scenes, a quiet transformation is reshaping the team's identity. A shift no one saw coming, fueled by unexpected moments, rising stars, and a bold decision that took the entire league by surprise. The energy feels different, more focused, more fearless. And what happened at the end of last season could be the spark that changes everything. Stick around, because what you're about to hear could define the next chapter for this franchise, so be sure to hit that like button now, and tell me, do you think Raheem Morris will do a good job this season? It was the kind of moment that sets the tone for an entire franchise's future, a quiet confidence brewing beneath the surface, a shift felt more than spoken. Falcons fans watching the final stretch of last season saw something more than just the end of another campaign. They witnessed the spark of a new era. When Michael Penix Jr. was thrown into the fire late in the season, replacing a benched Kirk Cousins, few expected the level of poise and command he displayed. Even fewer could have predicted the rapid chemistry he developed with wide receiver Drake London. It didn't just look promising, it looked electric. Drake London has seen his fair share of quarterbacks in just 3 years with the Atlanta Falcons. But there was something different when Penix stepped under center. With minimal first-team reps and limited time to build timing or trust, Penix delivered, and so did London. In just 3 games together, London's production soared. Averaging a modest 65.6 yards per game with Cousins across 14 games, London jumped to 117.3 yards per game with Penix, including a jaw-dropping 187-yard performance in the season finale against Carolina. That kind of instant chemistry doesn't happen by accident. He was thrown into the fire last year, London said during minicamp. And we got live reps without even doing much practice. He's a gamer. That's the word that keeps popping up. Gamer. Penix has it. That calm under pressure. The ability to read the field and deliver without hesitation. His teammates are noticing it. More importantly, they're buying in. This offseason, Penix isn't a backup anymore. He's not a rookie looking for a shot. He's the leader. The guy. And Drake London sees it clearly. It's good, London said of Penix's evolution. I think he knows that it's him. He's got to lead us now, gives us a lot of promise and gives us a lot of hope. But it's not just about confidence on the field. It's who Penix is when the cameras are off and the helmets are hung. London praised the quarterback's calm demeanor, his understanding nature, and his personality off the field. That's what makes him different. That's what makes a team want to follow. I appreciate him because he's calm, he's a great dude off the field, and that translates a lot. And make no mistake, the respect is mutual. Penix didn't hesitate to let the league know that if London was underappreciated last year, that narrative would change by season's end. Those aren't just words. That's belief. That's trust. But what does all this mean for Kirk Cousins? The veteran quarterback, after signing a massive 4-year, $180 million deal, found himself on the bench by week 16. Despite his contract and pedigree, the Falcons turned to the rookie when things collapsed. Cousins didn't stir drama. He didn't lash out. He returned to minicamp and kept his focus forward. It's been really boring for me because it's been the same, Coach Raheem Morris said, almost chuckling. I'm really comfortable with Kirk because of who he is, his character. That's high praise. Morris emphasized Cousins' professionalism, his willingness to support Penix, and the absence of ego. Kirk's not in the business of disrupting Michael Penix, Morris said. He has a great appreciation for the player that Michael is. There's a quiet dignity in that kind of leadership. Cousins might not be starting, but he's still shaping the culture. And in a league where quarterback controversies often fracture teams, the Falcons are showing what mature leadership and mutual respect can create, a stable foundation. And speaking of foundations, let's talk about the rookies, especially James Pierce Jr. Pierce was the Falcons' number 26 overall pick. Quiet, thoughtful, but fierce on the field. He's not the type to give flashy sound bites or seek the spotlight. He lets his play do the talking. And already, teammates are listening. Locker mate A.J. Terrell said Pierce reminds him of himself, a quiet guy who eventually blossoms. Pierce is soaking up knowledge from veterans like Terrell and All-Pro safety Jesse Bates III. He's asking questions. He's showing up. And he's proving Atlanta was right to bet on his character. Head coach Raheem Morris put it simply, fell in love with the guy and who he is, the honesty, the truth teller he is. That kind of authenticity resonates in a locker room, especially when you're a rookie surrounded by expectations. Pierce has found a fast friend and fellow first-rounder in Jalen Walker, who's been alongside him since the moment they flew to Atlanta together after the draft. They break down plays, talk football constantly, and share the pressure. "I ain't tooting my own horn, but I'm not the only first-round guy here," Pierce said. "So we get to share the pressure a little bit." And while Walker and Pierce are finding their way, the Falcons' veteran leaders are guiding the way. From Bijan Robinson's early welcome message to the mentorship of Terrell and Bates, Pierce is surrounded by the right people. So here's where it gets even more interesting for Falcons fans. The NFC South is wide open. The Saints are entering a new chapter under Kellen Moore, and Atlanta has not only reloaded but re-energized its roster. While New Orleans experiments with rookie QB Tyler Shaw, Atlanta has already seen what Penix can do. And if James Pierce Jr. and Jalen Walker become the disruptive forces they're projected to be, that Falcons-Saints matchup could become a mismatch in the trenches. And here's a twist. Barry Wesley, a failed Falcons signing from last year, is now trying out for the Saints. He couldn't stick in Atlanta. Now he's trying to earn a spot in New Orleans. Falcons fans might want to circle that game on the calendar. So now, we turn it over to you. What do you think of Michael Penix Jr.'s rapid rise? Is he the guy to lead us back to the playoffs? And what about James Pierce Jr.? Do you believe he's the real deal? And as training camp looms just weeks away, the anticipation around Flowery Branch is unlike anything Falcons fans have felt in years. Because now, there's real belief. Not just in the rookies or the veterans, but in the vision. A vision where Michael Penix Jr. commands the offense with calm intensity, where Drake London becomes the top-tier wide receiver the league can't ignore, and where defensive rookies like James Pierce Jr. start making life miserable for NFC South quarterbacks. Penix's emergence doesn't just shift the offense, it changes the franchise trajectory. You saw it in those final 3 games. You saw the way he handled pressure, the way the team rallied around him, and most of all, you saw the numbers. His poise turned a middling receiving year for London into something explosive. If that's what 3 games with no first-team reps can do, imagine a full offseason. Imagine a full season. And while questions still surround the depth chart and how Kirk Cousins' role evolves, the culture in the locker room is clear. There's no split, no tension, just 2 quarterbacks pushing each other the right way. That doesn't happen everywhere. That's a credit to Cousins' character, to Penix's maturity, and to Coach Moore's steady hand. On defense, Pierce's quiet intensity is already making waves. He doesn't need to be loud. His tape will do the talking. And with teammates like Jalen Walker, A.J. Terrell, and Jesse Bates surrounding him with knowledge, Pierce is in the perfect place to thrive. This team feels different. The young guys are hungry. The vets are dialed in. And for the first time in a long time, the path back to the playoffs isn't wishful thinking, it's a real, tangible goal. So Falcons fans, now's your time. Are you buying in? Is this the squad that brings us back to January football? What excites you most, Penix's rise, Pierce's potential, or the complete culture shift? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more behind-the-scenes Falcons breakdowns like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Go Falcons!